Do we have sound now? Looks like it. Just bring this down here. Yeah. Do we have sound now? Looks like it. Just bring this down here. Yeah. Do we have sound now? Looks like it. Oh. Okay, I always have another problem here. Because I'm hearing myself. Sorry, everyone. Okay, I'll deal with the echo. Sorry, everyone. Okay, I'll deal with the echo. Okay, so who's first? Who's first? Okay, so who's first? Okay. Okay, let's try Tiffany. I knew that was going to happen. Tiffany Lashnit. There. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm always lousy with names. Okay, there's an easy way to solve that. So, message. Okay, let's see what we get here. So I got a couple of spirits kind of hanging around you right now. Older lady, younger lady. Usually the old ones are like grandparents or great grandparents, but anyway. You know, kind of a feeling I'm getting from them is that they have smiles on their face, so kind of getting feeling that there's some really nice changes coming up for you. And not necessarily like money wise or whatnot, but just of the heart. So it's kind of like a phase of you moving over the next 6 months to a year of having either something new of the heart or something change so that you're happier. And they're just kind of indicating that it's a release of stress and a sense of you've reached that kind of contentment. Um, but I'm also kind of feeling from them is that there's choices to be made over the next 6 months that you're going to have to, find some time to be by yourself, make those decisions, and also make these decisions without emotions. So there is a change coming up. So you have the good stuff coming up, and perhaps there are basis of this decision you need to make. And again, they're not going to get very specific because it's a public forum, um, and I don't give out personal information on a public forum. But she is saying that expect some changes that are going to be very good for you. I'm also getting an image of either a car breaking down or either or being stuck somewhere or stuck in a situation that you feel you have no way to get away from it, like you have no vehicle to or emotional vehicle to get away from it. But we'll see where that goes. Anyway, so that's all I have for you, Tiffany. And hoping it makes some sense. Oh yeah. Yeah, Deb, I forgot to. I left my speaker on. So I shut off my speaker and don't get it anymore. Anyway, so let's keep going here. Okay, Shelby, Nicole. So kind of the feeling I'm getting, it's kind of sitting beside you and um, staring at you for some odd reason. It's like maybe he did that when he was younger, but just like stared at you just to annoy you. Anyway, so the first thing I'm getting from him is that over the next year, he's saying that don't give out money to people who can't pay back. So there's a sense that people are going to come to you and ask for money, and they're going to try and put up some pressure on you and whatnot. And he's just saying you don't need to do it, and you should keep it for yourself, anyways. If you give out money, you're going to have less money for you, and you're not going to get it back, and it's just going to put you in a situation that your kindness will end up hurting you in the end. And there's also a feeling of changing in living environment, whether that's a move or somebody moving in or not, but there's certainly a change coming up. I've often seen that too as, renovations, whatnot. But so around July, I see you making a decision about your house environment. And you're also going to start getting rid of negative people. So he says that this year is going to be a balanced year for you, so there's not going to be any major things coming for you, and there's not any major, ups and downs. But he says if you just move on your own, then he says everything will be moving fine. So don't get pulled away by other people. Other than that, he says, have the good next part of your life. Enjoy it. That's all I have for you, Shelby. Mm-hmm. So who do we have on this side? Deborah. What are you doing that? Okay. Just finding here. This is from Deborah. HP 3473. Okay. Let's see what I can get for you. Okay, so I'm getting messages from your spirit guide. There's also an older lady there. I'm assuming it's probably grandmother, because to me, grandmothers always come in. I know, everybody may wonder why he's always saying grandmothers, but it's who I deal with. Um, so one of the things I'm getting is, um, don't don't make your own decisions, and even though you feel that somebody might get upset about it, or that you feel you're left alone with it, um, move on in the way that you're going to kind of be happy. And I don't know if there's somebody around you that's ill, because I'm kind of feeling maybe too much stress on you to deal with people, or somebody needs help. I'm not talking about death or anything. I'm just talking about somebody who needs a bit of attention to keep going on. Um, but it's more about you removing people that are just having too much burden on you, and you realizing, people are putting burden on you, can do their own thing. Um, so, and again, from your grandmother saying, um, you have to let go of some people, and you have to push some people away, saying you can no longer help them. And that includes family members. That includes, even your own kids if you have kids at a certain age. But you have to look at it and say, I need time. I need to be me. And once you can do that, then you kind of have this kind of place where you can make the decisions, and kind of tell people to bug off instead of trying to deal with situations. And again, just go outside, take a deep breath for 10 minutes, then your mind will be cleared. It's kind of standard. Everybody knows that, really. It's kind of nature saying, hey, you know what? Let's just take you out. Let's just get rid of all this stress that you don't need to be stressed out about. So this grandmother's basically saying, you know what? Just be you and do what you can do, and let everybody else do what they're supposed to do. So I hope that helps you in some way. So it's from Deborah on YouTube. Oh, yeah. Let's go back to. Let's go back down here, because Jessica Clark. Well, sorry, Jessica, but I don't. That's why I have a money back guarantee. So I don't know where you're getting off on this one, but um, hi, Ray. Ray. You know, Ray, if you keep, not Ray, but Jessica, if you keep. Okay, you know what, Jessica? You're just in trouble. You're just bothering people now. Guess what? You're gone. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Daniela Stano. Okay. And the usually way that goes, anybody that's new, is that if you want something from a past loved one, you have to specify who. Otherwise, it's just like a generic message. But anyway, so um, so one of the things I'm seeing for you is that there's um, I'm trying to kind of see it. It's more of as you're moving forward over the next year. If you're in a relationship, it's going to get a lot stronger. I see you holding hands with somebody and being very happy. Um, and so if you're in a relationship, it's spending more time with somebody. I'm also seeing a bit more money coming in. Um, but it's like I see it as money coming in one hand and money having to go out the other hand. So you're getting more money in, but you kind of have to put it back out again because of things that you're spending on or overspending and whatever is going on. So over the next year, I kind of see you moving in that direction. I also see that there's a grandmother standing beside you, and she's uh, whispering in your ear, so that you have these little thoughts going in your head, and you're kind of thinking where they're coming from. But and she's also saying there's six other past loved ones in your place. Um, so you have a lot of support in the house. Um, for some reason, I'm seeing somebody with sneakers that have a sore ankle or sore Achilles tendon. Um, anyway, so just the message I'm getting for you is that life is going to be pretty much stable over the next little while. So nothing spectacular coming, but nothing negative coming as well. So anyway, I hope that helps. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. Okay, so where the hell did you go? So Brad King. Okay, so um, kind of talking to a man that's on the other side. I see him. I don't know. I see him leaning against a truck and perhaps being more in an outdoor kind of guy. So I'm not sure if this is a dad or a grandfather or whatnot. It's almost like he's got plaid shirt on, a red plaid shirt. Um, so I see him kind of mentioning to me that the next little while is almost like you're going to have to push yourself up a hill. Um, and it's going to be kind of hard, but once you hit the top of the hill, you're going to be really happy. So there's some work you need to be done to get to the end of where you need to be. Um, but I'm also seeing at the same time, uh, somebody's holding a new child. Um, so I'm not sure if that's your family or sister perhaps, but there seems like there's something else for you to love. And also seeing you taking care of another child. So for some reason I'm seeing two kids. Um, so it's just going to be as you're moving forward and you hit the top, you realize that you have enough space now to take care of the family and take care of yourself as well. So yeah, so I think, like I said, what I'm seeing is just kind of a little bit of work to be done, and then also you'll have some time to relax. Anyway, so I hope that helps. Okay, so let's go put back up here because this thing is running pretty fast. Okay. Okay, so Nicole Arbor. I don't specifically do medical, like yes, no type of questions like that, because that's a medical thing which I don't get into. But we'll see if there's something the cards will say. Um, medical, I don't want to get in trouble with that. So, and it's something I don't want to say to you, and then it goes wrong, and then so I'd rather doctors take care of that and tell you what they think, because they're the professionals. But looking at the cards, it's all positive. So there's really nothing here that's going to be negative. Having success with money, so you know what? There's nothing here I can tell you about your surgery or not. So they're not saying or indicating any kind of negativity or whatnot. So yeah. So you mentioned go ask a professional. Okay, so Catherine, a break. As well, I wouldn't mind people leaving comments letting me know if I'm right, wrong, or whatnot. Doesn't matter if it's negative, or just don't swear at me, because then Facebook will not allow me to see it. But I'm just interested because I always like to know whether I'm actually doing well or not. So, Catherine. Yeah, okay, so the first thing I'm seeing from her is or female grandmother, I guess. But the first thing I'm kind of seeing is that um, she likes to. She wants to let you know she talks to you while you're in the shower, and no, they're not in the shower. They just give you information while you're in the shower, and she's telling you that the information you've received lately is the thing that you should be doing. Um, and that includes, she says, of being strong in the way you're moving as well. She's showing you as packing stuff where you work and moving it to another desk, which would probably mean to me it's, new job or a new position, promotion, whatever. So it says, the feeling I'm getting from the work is that, there's going to be some movement there that you're going to like, but I'm also seeing with a bunch of books as in learning. So there's a process, I think, over the next year of you probably moving to a different position or a new job, which is going to require you to learn new stuff or brush up on stuff. Sometimes we have to re-educate ourselves on new software, or the software we've used all our life, but they changed it. So you're also seeing her she's showing family, and I don't know if you have a family or not, but she's showing a family camping. And it's like camping but rough camping, not using a trail or anything like that, but actually kind of rough, actual tents. Um, Usually this is a sign when they tell me this is that you need to get back to basics. You need to look at things that, you know, uh, you don't take for granted, I guess would be the optimum way of saying it. Um, so it's going down the basics and just going there and then moving back up type of thing. So again, just a feeling for her, for you. Like, anyway, so that's all I have for her, for you. Sorry, she was starting to confuse me at the end. Okay, so hi, Kimberly Bowes. Rebecca West. Rebecca Westcott. What's this? What is it? Morning for you there, I guess? At 10 o'clock? So if I'm looking at the cards and I'm talking to the male spirit that's standing behind you for all the work you've put in, um, I'm getting a nod from him. It's kind of saying, yes, you will be successful. Um, but once you become successful, or not once you become successful, but along the way as well, uh, it's just pointing to some negative stuff that's going to come up, especially family members. Um, and there's one that somebody that you're going to want to spend more time with, but you may be too busy to spend time with. But it's a feeling from him that yes, all the work that you've put into this will come through. Maybe not as high as you think it could, but it will come through. But like he's just kind of saying, there's going to be some interruptions, as there usually are. I'm also feeling that there's going to be a family fight with a male. So whether that's a family member or a partner or whatnot, but I see there's conflict coming up. But it's just like, hey, keep uh, keep going in the place in the distance, in the direction you're going, and you'll be successful. Okay, so is Rebecca. Um, let's go to Mike. Where'd you go? Mike Fitzgerald. You want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi? I have a cat visiting. Anyway, where was I? She's looking for my tea. She likes to drink my tea. Thank you, Leah. So, Mike, my mother. So the first thing I'm kind of seeing from her is for some reason she's showing me like the muscles on your feet kind of getting gray, which may be an indication that you're not exercising them enough. But she says you also have to start. She says you don't take care of yourself all that well anyway, so. But she has good news for you. She says a lot of things will be changing. October, she says, much to your benefit. So she says a lot of things you've been waiting for will come to an end, and you'll get what you deserve. And then she says you can replace the windows. Anyway, because I see kitchen windows and somebody's working around the kitchen windows on the outside. She also says that says use your abilities more than what you are. Says you've opened up those abilities, so work with people, get messages for them. And she says, remember that's part of the reason why those are open for you, is so that you can also give those abilities to other people. But anyway, I think it's just poking fun at you when it comes to your feet, because I see her putting like 3-4 layers of socks on you. It says it's like walking with all this stuff and you have no sense in your feet, and it says it's like putting socks on a dog. It says, and just laughs and says, I like to see you do that. Anyway, that's what I got from her for you, Mike. Okay. 8:30 a.m. It's not that bad. I know if I went to Australia, and that time frame would really mess up my brain. Okay, Donna Zingra. Okay, so sugar. So, So I'm kind of seeing kind of female. So it's either a mother or a grandmother, but she keeps showing me this child that's kind of grabbing her and running up to her shoulders and then jumping off, then going around and jumping off her shoulders, and it's almost like she's saying that you know either a child is coming or one that was lost. That's a monkey. So it's just kind of like a re, reciprocating thing for this child, um, which is kind of a sign saying that uh, just beware of things that are repeating around you. People always say, why does this keep happening to me? Um, so it's kind of like time for you to sit back and saying, okay, if these things keep happening, what do I need to change? Um, she's also showing me something new coming in the mail that's going to be very beneficial to you. And I'm kind of feeling that, I don't know if you're Canada or whichever one, but it's almost like an income tax thing, um, but not as in you pay them, but more of you getting money back. Um, and another, I don't know, it's like another envelope from the government saying congratulations. So, maybe you're applying for CPP. I don't know. I also see somewhere in the family that there's a one person's holding a kitten and the other one's holding a puppy, and they put it on the ground. The two of them are playing with each other and whatnot. Um, Again, symbolically, might be from both sides of the family have to play with be good with each other before things can get worse, or be good friends type of thing. But they show a lot of symbolic things to me, so I'm just giving it to you, and perhaps you'll understand it. But again, the message is be near water. That's where you're going to get your happiness, is where the water is. And you'll also get a lot of connections to past loved ones there. Um, Even though I feel a bit of sadness in the back of your head about things that are going around, I just kind of feel this will be the comfort spot for you to kind of let that sadness kind of go away. Anyway, so that's what I have for you, Donna Gingras. Again, for anybody who's getting a read, just let me, make a comment, bad or good. Helps me know in what direction I need to go to be better or to help you guys more. Anyway, I have no idea. I haven't picked anybody, and I'm dealing cards. Let's see here. Hi, King. Hi, Patricia. Okay, Ray. So, a message I'm getting from, it's actually a young girl. Um, so, somebody that was supposed to be in the family or was miscarriage, whichever one, really doesn't matter in the end. Um, so, it's kind of a feeling from her at, because I see her walking down the aisle with a couple people behind her, so it's kind of like somebody either getting together with somebody or perhaps proposing or going on in the family. Um, but certainly it's like a family get together to celebrate something. We also have her kind of passing off energy to you. Um, so you might feel like your fingers prickle or, a little electricity in your hands or whatnot. Um, so it's a sign from spirit saying they're giving a lot of energy for you to move forward and do things. Um, I don't know why I keep seeing somebody pulling stilettos off your feet, saying you don't need these at nighttime. So I don't know if you wear those or not, but so again, signs of taking care of your feet and your calves. Um, yeah, so it's kind of a message to me is that you just need to relax. You need to sit down, put your feet up, perhaps let other people take care of things. Um, and I've mentioned most women, men work 4.5 times more than women do, so it's women have to find the time to sit there and put their feet up and not have to do everything for everybody else. You have to find somebody to do stuff for you. Anyway, so this girl says that she's yours. So she's in the house with you, so if you see things being moved around or if you feel yourself being touched every once in a while, then this is the girl that wants you to know that she is bothering you. So, anyway, that's what the girl wanted to know, Ray Ray. Did I say that wrong? He meant women work more than men? Didn't I say that? Huh. Anyway, thank you, Monique, my boss, my better person. Um, um, uh, um, so I think I read you yesterday. Okay, Joanne Keller? Or is that Keeler? Okay, from your mother. Um, so, very mixed message here. Um, Trying to sort all this out because I don't know if she talked fast enough, but just messages coming in really fast. Um, she's slowing down. So Um, so the first thing I'm hearing from her is that it's got a lot of excitement from her. Um, because within the family, not necessarily you or whatnot, but she says there's a new addition to the family coming. And she's watching over all the kids that have been born, and uh, everybody that's around her or what was around her when she was alive, she's taking care of now. Um, so this new child that's coming, I believe, is, don't know the timeline, but she's holding it, saying this one's coming. Um, but she's also saying that uh, this year and a half from now, might be a good time for you guys uh, to find a home. Um, or move out to the country or whatnot, but it just feels like something's going to change, and you're going to be able to look at your mirror. And um, she also says should be gardens. Um, I just kind of see her, sitting in a chair around flowers. So it's kind of like, but, but, she says, I'm still around. Don't worry about me. She says, worry about yourself, and she'll take care of everything in the background. But you move forward, you be content, and then everything else will fall into place. And if it doesn't, I'm going to come and kick you. Obviously, not literally. That's more of a spiritual push. She says, you were the gift of my life, and you still are. So she's so proud of you. She says, you take care, and then I'll come sometime soon. And what they mean by that doesn't mean like tomorrow. That may be whenever you're 90 and you're ready to go. I just want to clarify in case you think that she's coming down soon, as in next week. She laughs. Says, no, I meant, when you're 90 or so. Anyway, that's about all I have for you. I hope it makes sense some way or form. Okay, everybody, my hour is up. So thank you for coming, and don't forget to leave me a comment on what I've read, whether it was wrong, off. I'm an idiot. It doesn't matter. It helps me learn when I know if I'm reaching people. So take care, everyone. Dum. What was that? And again, thank you for all your feedbacks. Thank you, Genevieve, for your kind comment.